Energy Center in Madison, Wisconsin. One final test remains here at the 2023 Noble CrossFit Games. Thank you so much for being with us, everybody, as we close out the final day of competition here. I'm Sean Woodland with Chase Ingram. Mike Arsenault is down on the competition floor. Test number 12, Echo Thruster.
Oh, we're getting leggy. We're getting leggy today, Sean. 21, 18, 15 cals on the Echo Bike and thrusters. Every round, those weights are going to increase. 115 to 155, and it's a finale here at the CrossFit Games. Having an overhead walking lunge at the finish line.
Recipe for success is delivered by Trifecta.
Time to get primal. There's nothing sexy here. There's nothing tricky. It's just thrusters, Echo Bikes, and lunges. And if you want to win this test, if you want to win the CrossFit Games, you got to prove you want it more than everybody else.
Let's bring in the third member of our broadcast crew, Mike Arsenault.
Thank you very much, Sean. After that final thruster at 155 pounds, these athletes will get it overhead, then lunge all the way to the finish. 66 total feet to glory. We'll see who comes out on top here in test number 12.
10 men on the floor for this first of two heats. And two men fighting for the honor of being named Rookie of the Year are right in the middle. It's Bailey Martin and Yellow Hosta. The two of them have been extremely impressive here.
They have Yellow Hosta with an event win already, but I'll tell you what, Yellow Hosta had his time in the sun at semifinals there in Europe, but Bailey Martin coming out of this Oceania region, just having a great performance all weekend long.
There is Bailey Martin on the left, Yellow Hosta on the right. Hosta in 12th place overall. Bailey Martin 11th place overall. They're separated by only 9 points. We are underway. 21 calories on the Echo Bike to start things off.
What a nasty combo, Sean. Echo Bike with thrusters, with lunges. Good thing is they don't have to pull anymore. So we're going to get some squatting and pressing done. And the unique part about the Echo Bike is that it's legs and arms. It's not just the legs when it comes to the Echo Bike. And the same thing for the thruster. Full squat and press overhead. Now what you can do as an athlete is that you can kind of shift which muscle group you're going to lean on more. Echo Bike, it's leg driven. You got to lean on that more, but the arms can help. Vice versa on the thruster. That overhead press, you can not squat as hard and really focus on a stronger press and just kind of have that balance of muscle groups as you work between the two.
Yellow Hosta is to take a look at Justin Medeiros, who will see his 2-year reign as the fittest man on earth, and Hosta's onto the thrusters.
Oldest Rubinix as well. I'm waiting for Colton Mertens to get off the bike because this is kind of a tale of two athletes as well. The bigger, stronger athletes are going to move well on the bike. The shorter, compact, more powerful athletes, like a Bailey Martin you see on the left in the white shorts and blue shirt, and Colton Mertens, who might have the fastest squats and presses than anybody else in the field.
42 rep mark will signify the end of this round. Then it's forward to the Echo Bike. Get your official 2023 Noble CrossFit Games gear and score a bonus gift with purchase. Scan the QR code to redeem and view terms and conditions.
Center part of your lane, Yellow Hosta and Bailey Martin, the two athletes we were just talking about, have both taken a break in this first round of 21.
San Juan and Uda Zupings will be the first men to the 15-calorie round on the bike, followed by Justin Medeiros and Noah Olson. Here comes Yellow Hosta. Now Bailey Martin is there. Colton Mertens at the far end of the floor, also on the bike.
Up in lane 2. Mertens was the last off the bike, third out of the thrusters. And what we've seen Mertens do all weekend, the last 2 years he's been at the games, he's been cut early, has not been able to advance, making the final cut of 20 and making the most of it. This guy is a fan favorite. And again, as the weight gets heavier, the reps aren't dropping that much relative to the weight. We're making 20-pound jumps, but only 3 rep drops. Look for Mertens to lose less ground on the Echo Bike and gain ground more on the thrusters.
18 calories here on the bike. At the 60 rep mark is when the athletes will advance. San Juan is your leader. He's in the middle of your screen now, getting off the bike. Yellow Hosta is on the left. He's now done. And Uda Zupings is about finished as well. San Juan, first man to get to work on a set of 18 thrusters.
Another thing here, Sean, is that these are the short bars. These are those C70 bars that Rogue pulled out to get all bars on the floor. The weight now bumping up to 135 pounds. The reps dropping to 18.
61 kilos on that barbell. Now Colton Mertens is onto the thrusters. He's in Sixth place right now in the heat.
And Mertens just picked up the bar. As you said, he's about 3 or 5 reps in. Every athlete who's already gotten to the bar has already broken one time.
Now Mertens has climbed up to third.
There it is. Jackhammer Mertens. Let's go.
And that's the first break from Colton Mertens. Sam Quad back to the bike now. 15 calories, trying to get to the 93 rep mark. And then it's the final set of thrusters and the overhead lunge. Down the floor with the 155-pound barbell held overhead. Justin Medeiros has now moved into second place in the blue shorts.
And this is what Justin traditionally does over his years of dominance of back-to-back CrossFit Games championships. Is slow to start, strong to finish.
Well, this is on the bike, along with Colton Mertens, and here comes Noah Olson.
If you look at the pace on the bike, Sean, 15 calories on the bike, it's not about the bike. These athletes are telling us exactly what is the crux of this test, and that is these barbell thrusters.
Sam Quant, that was 5 calories, 4 calories now remaining for Sam Quant, the man closest to the camera. Quant coming in at 18th place overall with 467 points.
15 thrusters at 155 pounds to finish this off, but it doesn't mean it's over, because not only are we doing 15 thrusters at the heaviest weight so far after everything they do to get here, now you have to finish with a 66-foot overhead walking lunge to the finish line.
Quant's best finish in this competition was second in test 5. That was ski bag. Back on day number 2.
And if you look at ski bag, a couplet between a skier and squats with a heavy sandbag plays very similar to this one.
Yellow Hosta has now moved into second place. He's vying for the title of Rookie of the Year, along with Bailey Martin, the man on the left in the blue shirt and white shorts, still on the bike.
Also, Sun takes some breaks. Quant is taking a couple as well. And we've seen a lot of things happen over the years when we end with an overhead lunge, and it's not necessarily who gets to the lunge first, but how do they get there in the process? What would they tax too much to be able to hold that bar overhead for all 66 feet?
Colton Mertens has now moved on to the barbell. Here comes Bailey Martin. So 108 is the number they need to hit. Quant with one more thruster, and he's just going to keep that thing held overhead. Now he's going to lunge down the floor.
That was a great savvy move by Sam Quant, the veteran. He broke at 14 so that instead of doing a clean and jerk, which doesn't count for anything, I'll just do one thruster and then work my way across the floor.
There are 11 total reps that are credited here for this lunge, and Sam Quant is way out in front. He's the only man lunging his way down the floor. Now here comes Justin Medeiros. Break to Quant.
Now if he breaks within the section, he has to move back to the previous section that they completed.
Now here comes Justin Medeiros. We've seen him track people down here. Now Colton Mertens and Yellow Hosta are on to the lunge. Hosta is dead even with Mertens right now for third place. Justin Medeiros in the blue shorts sits in second, and Sam Quant looking to take the heat. And Quant is in. And here comes Justin Medeiros. And the two-time champ is across. He will take second in the heat. 7 minutes, 0.01 seconds. Now Yellow Hosta looking to finish in third place, and he's got some people between himself and Bailey Martin right now. Hosta's in. And Noah Olson making his 10th straight appearance here at the CrossFit Games. Looking to close out what he says will be his final time here as an individual. Looking to possibly go team next year. And Noah Olson is done. Here comes Colton Mertens. Spencer Panchik, followed by Bailey Martin, Will Morad, and Nick Matthew, along with Uldis Upniks, are the final 3 men out on the floor as Bailey Martin tumbles over the finish line. Olsen hugging the fans, former Spirit of the Games winner. Nick Matthews are going to be the next man to finish up here. He's in a dead even race just about with Will Morad in the blue shorts, about a step ahead of Morad. Nick Matthews closing out his 2023 Noble CrossFit Games, as does Will Morad, his oldest Olympics, who was towards the front early in this test. That will be the last man to finish. Oldest will close out heat number 1 of Echo Thruster for the men. But it's Sam Clark, the only man to go sub-7, 6 minutes, 48.70 seconds to set the time to beat, heading into the second and final heat.
Took the lead early after the round of 21. Strategic brakes on the 18 and 15. Steady on the bike to save a little bit for the thrusters, but that savvy move at the very end, leaving one thruster before he went into that last lunge, is something athletes should take note of when they're getting into the second and final heat. And once he got going, took one break in the middle, but no one near enough to catch him at the end.
Noah Olsen is going to take 4th place in that heat.